Hello, my name is Sandy Isler, and today we're going to talk about the Control Unleashed pattern game known as the up-down pattern game. This is the first pattern game that we teach. It is very easy and simple to learn, and it helps us introduce the concepts of voluntary engagement, agency, and start buttons to the dog. It also starts to build the foundation skills for all the other voluntary pattern games. Even though this game is very simple, we shouldn't underestimate it because it's very, very powerful, and it really is the go-to pattern game for many, many people. So we can use this pattern game in a lot of situations, but one of its great uses is to help the dog process environments that they're in that they may be a little bit concerned about. So it brings predictability to those environments that can be somewhat unpredictable. It helps the dog develop some coping skills for those situations. It can also act as a portable happy place because as we play the pattern game, we start to develop some positive emotional associations with the game. So that lets us bring that happiness to other locations. We can also use the up-down pattern game as a test. So when we maybe arrive somewhere new, we can ask our dog the question, can you play the up-down pattern game? And that will give us some feedback to the dog's state of mind, how distracted they might be or concerned, whether they can play the game or not. The other way I like to use the pattern game, maybe a little off-label, but when I'm teaching classes and I have handler dog pairs where the dog pretty much is like this throughout the class, where they never once look at their handler, I have found the up-down game to be extremely useful for starting to build their relationship, and it's kind of the first time that they've ever really had a conversation together and paid attention to each other, and so it builds value, I think, in building those relationships. So the up-down game is a stationary pattern game. And I like to use targets for this pattern game. We can use things such as yogurt lids, get a bunch of similar yogurt lids, or these nice flat dots, make really nice targets. Could maybe use bowls. Can use some snuffle mats as targets. Hi. She's ready. But if we have dogs, and I've certainly met quite a few of them that think these are the most fun, chew toys on earth. So in that case, we can just do the up-down game by simply putting the treat right on the ground and play the game that way. So we start the game. I will have my volunteer Holly here help me. We're going to start the game by first putting the treat on the ground, in this case on the target. That starts the game. Once she is finished eating and looks up at me, I'm going to mark that behavior of orienting to me and put the next treat down. She eats the treat, she looks up at me, I'm going to mark it with my clicker, put the next treat down. So we're just going to do this repetitive up-down pattern game. Holly has learned a lot of targeting in her day. All right, so it is a good idea to get prepared and to try to have some clean mechanics with this. So I have a handful of treats. I'll have them behind my back. Put the first one down. And I may feed from my other hand. All right, then at the end of the pattern game, what I like to do is just do a little treat scatter, all done, so that there's a clear ending to the pattern game when we're playing it, okay? So that is the Controlled Unleashed up-down pattern game.